So, this happened last year. When I was staying at this old apartment block my aunt rented out. It was one of those buildings where the staircase smells like old curry and cigarettes, and the lift makes that cranking noise every time it stops. My unit was on the 5th floor. The unit above me, 6B, was empty. Or at least that's what the landlord said. First night, I was lying in bed scrolling TikTok when I heard footsteps above me. Clear as day. Not random tapping, actual footsteps, like someone pacing up and down the living room. I froze for a bit, then laughed it off. Old buildings make weird sounds, right? Pipes, walls, whatever. But the next night, same thing. Except this time, it wasn't pacing, it was dragging. Like someone pulling furniture across the floor. 3 a.m.? A sound you don't want at 3 a.m. I put a pillow over my head and pretended I didn't hear it. By the 5th night, I was annoyed more than scared. So I went upstairs and knocked on 6B's door. Silence. I knocked again, harder. No movement. No footsteps, nothing. Out of nowhere, my neighbor from 6A opened her door and looked at me like I was insane. She said, "Boy, no one stays there." I told her about the footsteps. She just shook her head and said, "Don't go knocking again. That's how they follow you." Then she closed her door. Bro, I swear the corridor suddenly felt colder, like someone exhaled down my spine. I went back to my room and tried to sleep, but around 4 a.m., I heard it again, the dragging footsteps. But this time they were slower, almost deliberate. I sat up in bed staring at my ceiling, and then it stopped. For about 10 seconds, everything was quiet. Then, knock, knock, knock. Not from above, from my front door, at 4 in the morning. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just listened. The knocking got slightly faster, still soft, but consistent. I texted my aunt, "You're someone at the door outside IDK-UTF." She replied instantly, "Don't open. I'm calling the guard." I sat on the floor, back against my bed, just waiting. Then I heard something that still gives me chills when I think about it. A voice. From the other side of the door. It sounded like a young girl. She whispered, "You knocked my door, so I knock yours. Let me in." I legit felt my stomach drop. The knocking stopped. No footsteps going away. Just silence. Guards came 15 minutes later, found nobody in the hallway. CCTV shows no one at my door. No shadows. No movement. I shifted out the next week. And I swear, sometimes when I'm half asleep, I hear that same slow knocking. Always 3 knocks. Always soft. Always when I'm alone. And every time I remind myself, I'm not the one who opened the door first.